This is Alex, and I'm Ellen. Last year, Alex decided to buy a boat and begin his dream of sailing around the world. As a 17-year-old Aussie who knew nothing about sailing, I dropped it all to come join him. Follow us through the hardships and the joy as we try to discover all the beautiful hidden places this world has to offer. From Punta Umbria till the Med, we sailed every day, so Cipiona, Sancti Petri and Bologna were all one-night stops. The sailing was downwind and quite easy all the way to Bologna.
In perfect conditions.
Our favorite place along this coast was actually Bologna. It had beautiful dunes, cliffs and forest, and yet a dry, semi-desert feeling as well. There was also not a lot of people, which is always a plus.
Do you see what I see?
We would have loved to stay another day, but the wind the next day forced us to leave. I'm just glad we got off the boat for the night that we were there. We ran up the dunes that were a lot longer and bigger than we expected before heading back to Alicante. Unfortunately, the next day there were quite a lot of waves coming into the anchorage, and as Alex was winching up the anchor, one wave caused a lot of pressure on the chain and the winch went backwards, and the metal handle hit Alex's hand quite badly.
Europe. To our right, the continent Africa.
Yeah, that's his engine. It's a bit alarming. I mean, that's a lot.
We crossed the Strait of Gibraltar quite quickly due to strong winds from west. As we continued into the Med, some decent-sized waves started developing, but we got to Fuengirola without problems. The next few days of sailing, we had little to no wind, but we saw whales and enjoyed swimming in deep water. We were looking for a place to anchor with protection from southwest swell, and we ended up finding this isolated bay. We spent 3 days here, and they were some of my favorite days yet. We enjoyed 2 fires on the beach since no one was around.
Picture or a video. Ooh. Alan's kinda not here.
I tried some spearfishing for the first time, and even though I nearly caught an octopus, Alex speared the fish of the day that we grilled at the beach.
Next thing, this thing
But be careful that it doesn't sting you.
is already dead, actually. What the hell?
It's like concrete.
The morning before leaving, we did a little hike and took some videos of the surroundings. During our sail from Roquetas de Mar to Cabo de Gata, we saw this super fast trimaran that was really cool. After waiting out 40 knots of wind from northeast at Cabo de Gata, we were ready to head on to the east coast. This sail turned into an unplanned overnight sail, and we arrived near Cartagena a bit past midday, seeing some whales along the way.
Yay, I got it. I got it.
Where are we?
In Alicante,
Yeah. And what did we just visit?
the Volvo Ocean Race Museum, or the head thing of Volvo. The control room.
Control room. It's one of the biggest marinas ever, but we're not in the marina, we are anchored.
We saw some really odd-looking boats in Alicante, like this trimaran, for example, or this motorboat.
The way that you understand. We don't need a rush and we don't need to make no plan. You say, pace yourself.
Alex met someone in Alicante who offered him work, and whilst figuring out where to anchor for this period, we spent 2 nights in El Campello, the first marina in a long, long time. We had 2 people over for the day sail from Alicante to El Campello.
Killing time, you and I, hours, minutes, days and nights, trading all of our deadlines for conversations over wine. Killing time, you and I, in this moment we're alive, infatuated with your eyes. No
In the end, we anchored the boat in La Coveta Fuma, a small cube bay.
Something about the way you talk with your hand. The way that you say my name when nobody's there.
Due to this change in plans, I decided to go see my godmother, so whilst Alex was working and sleeping on Alicine, I was in Hedonat for about a week.
If you need a break, and if I need a disconnect, it's okay.
Vas-y, échappe-toi.
Killing time, you and I, hours, minutes, days and nights, trading all of our deadlines for conversations over wine. Killing time, you and I, in this moment, live a life. Got you waiting with your eyes, the way they look at mine.
Finally back on Alicine, I met Victor and Valentin, two French guys from Brittany that had a kayak and stand-up paddle hire shop called La Pala Loca in La Coveta Fuma, and who Alex had made friends with. So whilst Alex was still working, I helped Valentin and Victor. It was a win-win. I wanted something to do since I was getting quite bored on the boat by myself.
Deadlines, conversations over wine, killing time, you and I, in this.
If you're ever in the area, I really recommend passing by La Pala Loca. Stand-up paddleboarding is super fun.
And when time, oh oh.
So let me introduce my new friends from La Pala Loca.
Ah la honte, après vous allez sortir ça.
Ouais, tout à fait. Bonjour.
This is Zoe, Valentin's daughter, and we got along really well.
It is, look.
There is, yeah, already.
I have an idea.
But we just put
Terton.
battery with thing that's waterproof. And
This cutie was Terton. He was a stray cat, but he pretty much lived at La Pala Loca.
But the battery should be small.
yeah.
And these two are Victor and Valentin, who were super friendly and down-to-earth people.
I'm vetting here the place, so I'm going back out.
La Coveta Fuma was also the training area for the best female rowing team in all of Spain, and we had the privilege to row with them just before leaving. Join us next time as we make our way to the Balearic Islands.